Morgen Schick, and this is Beauty Rehab. I'm excited to be with you today. Beauty Rehab is something, a place for us to be able to go and have a great give and take sharing of my 25 years as a Ford model and then a makeup artist, spokesperson for Laura Mercier. And then I had my own line that I created from scratch, and I sold on HSN for 10 years before I kind of retired from that and wrote books. And now I'm doing a lot of TV and doing this amazing space on Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. And I want you guys to call in at 888-454-3378, 888-454-3378, because this is a place for me to be able to give you the collection of secret sauce that I learned as being a model and having my skin destroyed and my hair destroyed. And no one, I mean, as talented as all these makeup artists and hair people were, no one had to worry about my skin's future or my hair's future or my future as I aged. And I think that it's so important for you to get in on this early. So if you're a young woman listening to the show and you're in your teens or 20s or 30s or 50s or even 80s, you need to know that there are lots of great tricks, from cornstarch instead of using powder on your skin to apple cider vinegar to clean your hair, or whatever it is that can help you kind of navigate your most beautiful self. And the reason why your most beautiful self is so important is because we live in an increasingly more and more visual society. You are being judged by how you look. It's not right. I know that you are a good person inside. I know that you are funny and compassionate and honorable and trustworthy and kind-hearted. But when you're looking for a job, or when you're looking to get into a school, or you're looking for a spouse or a partner, they don't know that until you catch their eye. And what my mission is for you to be the image you want to represent. Your inside should match your outside. And that has nothing to do with being a fake supermodel or a housewife of wherever, that everyone has fake hair and fake lips and fake eyes and no one has their real teeth. I mean, that's a joke. Because to me, when you see that, when you see someone who is so fake, I think that they're insecure. I think that they weren't enough. I think that you taking your curly frizzy hair like I have, if you had curly frizzy hair, and just making it soft curls with nice color that's pleasing to the eye is 10 times more beautiful than you beating the snot out of your hair, making it white blonde, putting tons of extensions in it that you can see the extensions in your hair. That is not an upgrade. That is fake. So I really want you to call me at 888-454-3378, and I want your questions, and I want your comments, and I want to talk about. Last week, I was kind of obsessed and very kind of upset over this TV show that I had been auditioning for most of the summer. And I went to the last audition that was all on tape with some of the other women that were at the end, had made it to the last cut. And I was made fun of a lot by one particular woman who decided that none of my problems mattered. None of, she kept saying, you're a supermodel, you're gorgeous, you have no problems. And instead of fighting back, which is what every person who knew the story said to me, why didn't you fight back? Why didn't you say, why are you so bitter? Why don't you care about your image? I didn't fight back. I figured why am I going to try and convince her my worth? I'm too old for this. I'm 50. I'm 50 in a month. But why? So that is my question to you. So if you're listening right now, and I know you might have a question about your eye makeup or your skincare, and we're going to talk today. Our second segment is going to be about transitioning your skincare from summer to fall and winter. Our third is going to be, I want to talk about people putting nude or risque photos, taking pictures of themselves and sending them out there. And then my fourth segment, I want to talk about how to take a great photo that you're not going to cringe at after you've sent it out. So that's kind of what we're doing today. But I wanted you to think about you owning your image and the fact that you care about your image instead of trying to fight back with the people who want to diminish you. It's not worth it. I came out of everybody saying to me, well, why didn't you just say, bitter much? Or I guess I guess you are a person who doesn't want to think about your image because look where you're starting. I mean, I had 15 different people tell me all of these great one-liners that I could have said to this woman to kind of kick her out at the knees, and I never did. And she's going to do the show. And I hope that at some point she realizes that now she's going to be on TV and she's going to have to care about her image or else no one's going to want to watch her. Because you want to be looking at someone who's on TV that's pleasing to the eye. I don't, Whoopi Goldberg, all of the women who are now the new women on The View, Whoopi Goldberg, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez, and Rosie O'Donnell, whether you agree with them politically or not, they're pleasing to the eye. They're not supermodels. They are just pleasing to the eye, and you will listen to them because they look like they care about themselves, even if it's just to clean themselves up a little bit. So I don't think it's worth it to fight the bullies, to fight the mean girls. I want you to just own your image, do the best you can with what you've got, and be the most polished version of you, okay? I want that for you. Because if you sit there and worry about what the haters say and about what people who want to make fun of you, like this woman wanted to make fun of me, and I guess you could say, am I still bitter over it? I mean, I really wanted the show, but the show, if they are allowing people to be mean on TV, I'm not interested in that show. The show I want to do is a show where women that have had long careers in media, modeling, in TV, makeup, and have amazing secrets like I think I do, that's the show I wanted to do. I did not want to start out by sitting next to someone who wanted to make fun of me for caring about my image. I was only a year younger than this woman was, and yet she looked like she was 20 years older than me, which is totally fine. But I didn't beat her up for not caring about her image and the matching of her image to what she wants the world to think about her. So for her to beat me up about it, I thought was low class and was one of the problems that women have amongst ourselves, that we try to take the other girl down. I don't want you to take the other girl down, and I don't want you to try and fight off a bully. I want you to walk away. I walked away. I didn't get the job. I didn't fight for it. I figured if that's what they wanted, to have this mean girl, New York Housewives type of sparring, it wasn't interesting to me because I would not get anything out of it. You would not learn how to do your skincare right for transitioning from summer to fall if you're just listening to this woman be mean to me. Does that make sense? So I want you to call. The next segment I want to talk about your transitional skincare and makeup. So if you have any questions about that, I want to talk to you. So call me at 888-454-3378. This is the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network, and I'm Morgen Schick, and this is Beauty Rehab. This is where you are going to get your questions answered, whether it's do you still need sunscreen in the fall and in the winter, or if you should be trying to get, a moisturizer that has investing in it, or should you be using the same makeup that you used in summer that you're using in fall? Those are great questions for us to go into next segment with, so I want you to call me at 888-454-3378. Again, Lifestyle Talk Radio Network, and I'm Morgen Schick. Also, we're going to also be talking about whether it's a smart idea to ever take a cute, sexy, risque, nude, whatever you want to call it, photo of yourself and ever send it to anyone else. So we're going to talk about that in the third segment. Okay, so call me, 888-454-3378, and this is the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. I'm Morgen Schick, and I am dying to get your calls, your comments, your questions. The rest of the show is what we're going to do. For the rest of the show, I want to talk to you. Hi, welcome back. I'm Morgen Schick, and this is Rehab on the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. Call me at 888-454-3378, 888-454-3378 if you have any questions, any comments that have to do with matching up your image to how you feel about yourself. We live in a visual society. You need to get on board. You need to polish up how you look. Okay? I wanted to talk in this segment, I wanted to talk about your transitional makeup. I'm going to take a call in a second. But I wanted to talk about your skincare for transitioning into fall. So you've got some super, super hot days still, but then you've got some cooler days coming. And I want you to make sure that you learn about layering. What is layering? Layering is when you use thinner serums, thinner essences, thinner products to give you a better delivery system into your skin. So instead of getting a heavier moisturizer right now as you go into winter, I want you to take your heavier moisturizer and I want you to mix it with a little bit of water. Or when you wash your face, leave some of the water on your skin in order to add that moisturizer and mix it with the water to thin it out. Thinning it out and mixing it with the water will deliver those ingredients much faster, deeper, better into your skin. Remember, your skin wants nothing more than water, moisture. So if you are giving it a water with a lipid, water with an alpha hydroxy, water with whatever it is, you are doing yourself a huge service. So layering a serum. You always put the thinnest on first. So if that means water with a mixed moisturizer with a serum, and then using your moisturizer or your sunscreen after that's a little bit thicker goes on last. Okay, I really want you to think about the layering effect and also the delivery system, which is water. And in the same vein of that, I want you to know that water in makeup, water in your foundation means that your foundation is going to sink right into your skin. So that's why you may be noticing that your makeup is gone after 2 hours. Okay, that's for another show. We will talk about the pitfalls of liquid foundation for another show. Okay, I want to take Jacqueline. Are you there, Jacqueline? Are you with me?
Yes, I am. How are you?
I'm fine, Jacqueline. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so what part of the country are you from, Jacqueline? I want to know what kind of seasons you're dealing with.
Oh, well, presently I'm on the East Coast.
Okay.
Maryland, Boston, New York City, that area.
Oh, okay. All over the East Coast. That's good. So you still have some summer going. You still have some heat and humidity. Okay, so do you know anything? Have you ever thought about layering your moisturizers?
Actually, no, I haven't. I was listening to you and I was like, wow, that's so right.
Well, I will tell you, you will start seeing it everywhere. It's something I've been doing for a very long time because I am a huge proponent of water is the best delivery system for anything. If you want to drink something, drink water. You want on your skin, mix everything with water. It means it's going to go in faster, deeper, and last longer. And then you seal it with your heaviest of your moisturizers or your sunscreen. So I really want you guys to get in on that early. I think you'll be seeing it in a lot of magazines, over the next coming months. So, I want you guys to get the early tips, for listening. All right, tell me what question you have.
Oh, well, my other question to you was, being that I'm, with the summer and everything else, now that summer's fading away, I'm seeing blotchiness in my complexion. I'm like dark in other parts and light in others. So I wanted to know, what was the safest way to even and lighten my skin tone?
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay, so you're young. But you're old enough now that you should start having, are you using an alpha hydroxy at night?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so are you using an alpha hydroxy, a salicylic acid, or a retinol? Which one are you using?
What was the first one you said?
Alpha hydroxy acid, which would be like an AHA, so like something that exfoliates your skin internally.
Oh,
so
no.
A night cream that has some exfoliating qualities in it, like a Olay Regenerist or something like that.
Yes. It's basically, it's just a moisturizer that I use after I cleanse my face, and I put it on at nighttime. It doesn't have any retinol or anything like that in it. No.
Okay, I want you to what you need to do right now is you need to, especially since you said you've got splotchiness.
Yes.
That is caused by sun damage. It's also just caused by, skin cells that are stuck onto your skin and are not being exfoliated. The two ways you have to exfoliate are topically and internally. And internally means that you need to look for a night cream. And the reason you do it at night is because almost every ingredient that is going to help you internally slough off dead skin cells is light sensitive. It makes your skin very light sensitive, which means you would get more skin damage if you were to use it during the day. Does that make sense?
Oh.
It leaves your skin very vulnerable. And I want you to age really well. I want you to you are at the age right now, Jacqueline, where I want you to stop aging completely. That's it. You did it. 34 or 35 is it. You are not going to age past this moment. And I actually want you to go back 15 years. I think you could look 15 years younger for the rest of your life. Okay? So what I need you to do is get on board with two things. Number one, you're going to get an alpha hydroxy. Some people work out better with alpha hydroxy. Some do better with retinol, which is a vitamin A retinoid, a vitamin A derivative. It burns the snot out of my skin, so I can't use a retinol. But I can use an alpha hydroxy, and I use it every single night in my night cream. I also need you to get an inexpensive antioxidant. Olay has it. There are many brands that have antioxidants, A, C, and E. I want you to get a serum. You can get it over the counter pretty cheap. And then I want you to once a week do either a exfoliating facial mask or some sort of a washcloth scrubbing so we get the dead skin off the surface of your skin. So we're doing it internally and we're doing it externally. All right?
Okay, well, basically for my exfoliation, I use an apricot mask, apricot scrub mask. Is that good?
I just don't want it to be scrubby, meaning that it's got too many. Sometimes the apricot masks have jagged edges, and they can actually rip your delicate tissue of your skin. I prefer something that's super, super fine, even like a tiny, tiny sand. Don't use the plastic beads because they ruin the environment. But so the apricot's better as long as it's super pulverized and it won't rip the delicate tissue. Okay?
Oh, yes, it is.
I want you to keep in touch with me. I want you to keep in touch with me and let me know how it's going. But you must not age past this, and I want you to go backwards. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. We will be back with my next segment on Risque Photos, 888-454-3278. I'm Morgen Schick, and this is Beauty Rehab. Great call. Thank you, Jacqueline. On the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. This show is called Beauty Rehab. And this is a place where I will answer all of the questions and give advice from my 25 years as a Ford model. I've been the makeup artist, the spokesperson for Laura Mercier, which is a fabulous makeup brand, and my own makeup line I created for HSN for 10 years, and books I've written, and just the general secret sauce that I believe we all need in order to get involved with our image, be connected to what we show the world every single day. You really have to be the kindest, best person you can possibly be, treat everyone the way you want to be treated. But we live in a visual society. So when you're trying to get a job and when you want to get the love you want, know that they first have to catch your eye, and you first have to be caught by their eye. And then they get to know you as a person. But we live in a visual society, so I want you to be the prettiest, most beautiful, polished version of yourself every day. And it doesn't mean you're shallow, and it doesn't mean that you want to be a supermodel. It just means that you want to represent you the best you can. So that's what Beauty Rehab is. I promised today that I just wanted to touch quickly on the whole taking pictures on your smartphone or your phone of nude or risque photos and sending them out there. I really, really thought that this was a done deal topic, that everybody understood that once you take a picture and it's out in the blogosphere, internet, interweb, whatever you want to call it, that everyone has access to it. I have been saying this to my daughters for years because they are growing up in the information age and the internet age, and they know very, very well that any picture that you do of yourself will be tracked back to you. And if you're trying to get a job, or you're trying to get into a college, or you're trying to date someone, or whatever it is, they will see all of the craziness that you've ever been involved in. So if you are a member of Congress or a celebrity, and you are a person that people will try to hack into, you are insane to do this. But that being said, I spent the summer away from my husband, and he kept saying, you're at the beach with, I was at my parents' house in California. You're at the beach, take a picture of yourself in your bathing suit. I want to see you. Because he's my husband, and I totally want him to think I'm hot and that he wants to date me still, even though he's my husband. And so I would do like a cute picture of just like the side of my bathing suit. It was cute. It was sexy, but my face isn't attached to it. So let's be smart. Let's not put anything crazy that can be used against you at a later date on the internet. Got it? One more time. Do a picture that is beautiful and might be a little bit racy, but not so much so it can be used against you at another time. Okay. I want to go to Janine. Janine, are you there? Or is it Jeannie?
Yes.
Is your name Janine or Jeannie?
Jeannie.
Oh, hi, Jeannie. How are you today?
Hello.
Jeannie, have you ever even considered taking a crazy risque picture of yourself and sending it to someone?
I will admit that I've had people ask, and I've broke down, but I never showed my face, and I just kind of sent, my face isn't in the particular picture. But
okay. So it basically can't be traced back to you, really.
No.
But okay, but like I said, I just did it for my husband. I just did like that, the side of where your bathing suit, like it gets skinny where it would tie on the side. Mm-hmm. I sent that to my husband because I was like, all right, well, it could be me, it could be anybody, and it's a pretty shot,
right?
And he'll just have to use his imagination for the rest. But every single time this comes up in our, in the world, I think, are these people dumb? Did they not see what happened to Anthony Weiner or Brett Favre or all of these other people that all of a sudden they get, they send these pictures out and all of a sudden it comes back to them and destroys their lives over a tweet? It's so stupid.
It is.
It is. All right. But on to beauty, all things beauty. Tell me what your question is.
Well, I love makeup, but one of the things that I have an issue with is I have pretty big eyes. You know, I have big blue eyes, but I have a hooded lid, and I hate that. And so, you know, when you put on your makeup, you really want your eyes to pop, especially when you go out and you're wanting to look hot. And that is, and just applying my makeup, my eye makeup, so that my eyes pop. And then, you know, I see these girls that have these awesome the eyeliner, and it just looks so cool. And then I try to do it myself, and it looks really crappy.
Okay.
So I want to learn how to really make my eyes pop. And then they have this one mascara that when you put it on, it makes your eyelashes super, super long. And it's kind of like, it's called a 3D mascara, and it makes them look, so it's really, what I want to work on is my eyes.
Okay, and you know, it's so important. First of all, I love that you care. And I love that you're excited to try new things, because I think it's so important that, you know, that's what my entire show is based on, you being excited about the image you portray. Makeup is fun. It's not the end all be all, but it is really fun. And when you can just be excited about it, it's so awesome. So let's just start there. I love that you love your eyes, and I want you to start out by searching similar. This is one of the great parts about the Internet, is that there are many women who are famous and have hooded eyes just like you do, who have the masters. I learned so much about doing makeup from looking at other people's work. There's no new idea out there. So you're going to follow someone like an Emma Stone. Emma Stone has a hooded eye just like you do. Uma Thurman has a hooded eye just like you do. And you are going to just search for them on the Internet and see all these up-close pictures that someone has done their makeup on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you will learn how to do your eyes that are similar, that are like hers, or like Uma's, or like anyone else who's got that same shape. You know who else has it? Taylor Swift has a hooded eye.
Okay.
You'll look and you'll learn how to do it from seeing them. Now, when you're talking about your liner is very important, that when you put on liner, especially if it's liquid liner, you hide the first liner in your base lashes. So as if your lashes are tiny little tree trunks, you're going to jiggle your liner, the dark liner, into those tree trunks. Okay. And that will help not have it smudge when you blink, especially when you've got hooded eyes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
You're going to jiggle the pencil. Now, when you're done, you're going to look straight in the mirror, do your face full front, and you're going to just touch two little dots on the outsides of your eyes. You're going to just touch two dots. Because if you do one side before you've done the other side, you'll never get it right.
Okay.
Then you're going to max them up, and you're going to go from the outside in with your liner to go to the edge of your eye. Am I making sense?
Okay.
This is one of the reasons when they yell at me for not doing my radio show on Google. I'm going to start doing it on Google so I can actually show you while I'm talking to you. I'm working on how not to be lame and learn how to do that, because then I can do it while I'm showing you. The other thing I want you to do is, when you get that mascara, try that 3D mascara. The problem with hooded eyes is that when you blink, you've got to get mascara dry all the way, or it gets everywhere.
Oh, I know. Right.
Okay? Waterproof mascara dries much faster. It's harder to take off, but you can get the Burt's Bees eye makeup wipes, which are insensitive, which are great for taking off your mascara, and they work well for waterproof as well. But waterproof mascara dries much faster with somebody with your eyes, and it is also a much better formula for not clumping is waterproof. It's just a pain in the butt to get off. All right? Did I help you? Did I answer any of your questions? You're going to look on the Internet, and you're going to see people with similar eyes, and you're going to study those eyes and just see how they do the makeup, and you will learn so much from there. And then when I've got a Google, when I'm doing Google iChat, I'll do it on there, and you will see real time how to do it.
That's perfect.
All right. I'm so happy.
I'm looking forward to putting my face on today.
So Thank you so much. And, hey, try it out, and then call me back another time and tell me how it worked out.
Okay, I'll do it.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Call me. It's Morgan at 888-454-3378. It's the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. We'll be right back. Morgen Schick, and this is also Beauty Rehab on the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. Call me at 888-454-3378, 888-454-3378. I was going to talk about how to take beautiful pictures of yourself and not have them be risque, but I really want to circle back to a conversation I was having with Jacqueline earlier about layering and about how she's 35 years old and how I wanted her to stop aging, and I actually wanted her to go back in time. And I really think that every single woman has the opportunity, and you really have the resources at this point for everyone to look 15 to 20 years younger, forever. We have so much great technology, so many great devices, so many great ingredients right now. For us to age right now is crazy. You should not be aging. You should actually just arrest it, stop it, and other than tiny little things, maybe like a little bit more lines around your eyes, around your lash lines, that kind of thing, you can have beautiful, lustrous, radiant skin for the rest of your life if you just do some certain things. And Jacqueline and I were talking about it, and I brought up an alpha hydroxy, and I wanted her and I want you to know that you must, if you were over 30, have some sort of internal exfoliator on your skin. No matter what, every night you should have a cream that exfoliates yourself internally, meaning that it is getting rid of the dead cells and you are having fresh, beautiful cells in the morning. It's so important to do that because if you've got age spots, if you've got dry spots, if you've got patchy skin, if you think that by putting makeup on yourself all the time, that's going to help, you're 100% wrong. It just makes your pores full. It makes your pores larger, and the makeup sinks into your fine lines, and the fine lines look deeper and become deeper. So Olay, many over-the-counter, at Walmart, at every drugstore have these products. Olay 7, Total Effects. I have no relationship with Olay or any of the other people that I will recommend to you. That's what's the beauty of a radio show is I can tell you what I think is great, and then you can go to dermstore.com, you can go to drugstore.com, you can go to any of these places and just find amazing products that are going to help you. But you want there's another one at drugstore.com that is an alpha hydroxy retinol, and you are going to put a tiny amount on it. It's $12. Every night you're going to put this on, a tiny amount. You're going to tap it into your skin, and then it has to be at night because it leaves your skin very sensitive. So if you are going to then go in the sun in the morning, you want to put a sunscreen on 100% because you don't want to exfoliate your skin at night and then have it be very sensitive in the morning, go and get a sunburn, and then you're aging your skin anyway. So that cancels each other out. You need to, if you are going to try and look 15 years younger than your age is every single year, if you're going to turn back the clock, which I think everyone has access to no matter who you are, how rich you are, whatever your lifestyle is, for $12, you can go onto drugstore.com and get an alpha hydroxy retinol cream to use at night. You must do that. And then once a week, you're going to exfoliate with either a mask or you're going to exfoliate with a Clarisonic brush or some sort of a gentle exfoliating external exfoliator. Those two processes are going to take years off your skin. The secret to looking younger is not getting Botox or blowing up your face with Restylane or all the fillers. The secret to looking younger is radiant skin. Children, young girls have radiant skin. That's what we want. I don't care if you've got lines around your eyes. No one's looking at them. They're looking at radiant skin. And if you just do those two things, you can have radiant skin. Now, the other thing we were talking about was layering. Why I feel like, and you're going to hear a lot about this, the thick creams that people have been using forever, they don't do anything. They sit on the top of your skin. If you own a thick moisturizer, it's just super, super creamy, do not think that you have to throw that out. All you have to do is leave your skin moist, take a tiny bit of it, tap it onto your skin, your cheeks, your forehead, around your jawline, and then mix it with your moist skin. You will have just done what anybody else, they would be selling you another moisturizer that's thinner. You just thinned out your own moisturizer. Because you are delivering that moisturizer with water, it will go faster into your skin. It will sink further into the dermis, into the layers of your skin. It will last longer, and it will get more benefits. Why wouldn't you want to do this? Why wouldn't you want to layer things? The other thing I want you to think about is antioxidants. Antioxidants is one of those things that people hear about, and it just goes right over their heads. Antioxidants, again, are cheap. Think about if you cut an apple and in an hour it turns brown. That's exactly what happens with your fresh skin every single day. So using an antioxidant will protect your skin from oxidizing, which turns it dull. We don't want dull skin because that's the opposite of radiant skin. This is very simple. If you just listen, you can all look 15 years younger. No one should be aging. If you're listening to my show, you should not be aging. I will give you the secrets to stop aging. I don't care if you're 18 or 88. I'll give you 20 years better for if you're 80, and I will keep you looking young if you're 18. Okay? Again, you want an alpha hydroxy, a retinol night cream, you want sunscreen during the day, layer it, mix it with your moisturizer, and you want to use an antioxidant serum. Those are the tips for today. Beauty Rehab is a place I will give you every secret I ever learned from 25 years modeling, Ford model, being a makeup artist, a spokesperson for Laura Mercier, writing my own books, and all of the TV exposure I've had. I will teach you how to look your best and not age. I want you to come back. I'll see you guys next time. Again, Lifestyle Talk Radio Network, 888-454-3378. Come often. Be well. This is Morgen Schick. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.
The opinions you hear on Lifestyle Talk Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.